Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, September 22nd, 2025. You're in the live trading room. I'm Tim, but you all know that. Here is Friday's charts and trades that we took Friday, just two trades on Friday, but ended up the week nicely. Two trades for plus 48. Um, there was that nice swing high that happened about 11:30. I don't know if any of you were able to get in on that. Let me get my drawing tool out. Right here, that went on and on. Then we went kind of sideways, and then the last hour of the market went up. So that was Friday's charts and Friday's trades. QQQ ended up at 599.39. It's currently sitting at 597.75. So we do not have a gap play this morning. We're kind of in the middle of the range right now. So let's come on forward. Let's head over to the option chain. Let's get over to that. So I am trading today's expiration, which is the 22nd. We have just over 1 million in pre-market volume. So not bad volume. We'll likely be starting in terms of the strikes, we'll be starting at the 596 on the call side and the maybe the 599 on the put side. We'll see when we get all this pre-market volume figured into the strikes. They will change a little bit. Let's see what they are. Okay, with that, I'm going to say good morning to Mr. Keith Frampton. There he is.
Morning, Tim. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, hope you all had a great weekend. Having it was a busy week last week with many new all-time highs last week with the Fed dropping rates a quarter of a point and busy. Now, this week we're going to hear from a lot of the other members of the Fed board and had two this morning. One's going to be in about 18 minutes. One's going to be at 10 o'clock. One's going to be at 12. Actually, two of them at 12 o'clock. I stand corrected. Three of them at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And so throughout the week, a number of these members are going to be speaking. We will have a 3 and 6 month bond auction at 11:30 today. And that's about it right there. Again, a number of announcements throughout the week. Stay tuned for. I will be trading. Any new trades will be Wednesday, the 24th expiration, and go from there. I think that's about all I have here at the moment, Tim.
All right, very good. Thank you for the report.
Yep.
Appreciate it. As always, make sure that you've got 20 cents between each of your hash marks on uh, each of these. Let me let in somebody. Um, and we'll get ready to go here. We've got about a minute before we go. I meant on each of your charts. That's what I was trying to say. 20 cents between the hash marks on each of your charts. We have a couple of visitors here today, so we'll be doing some more explaining on what our process is and what you're seeing in front of you in terms of the chart layout and like that. And hopefully we're making trades all along. All right, we got less than 30 seconds before we get started. Let's make it a good week. Had a nice strong week last week. Let's carry that through into this week. Got 10 seconds. All right, stand by. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are in. Keith, I'm sorry, what expiration are you doing?
Wednesday, the 24th.
Wednesday, the 24th. Okay. Okay, very good. And I am doing today's, of course. Got price moving up a little bit. We're well above VWAP. We are obviously trading triple Q. We do have a chart of SPY up in the upper right. So looking at the strike, so I will start at the 597 on the call side and probably the 599 on the put side. Maybe the 600, but we'll see how those go. Got price rising here still. We'll keep an eye on that 597 on the call side. We generally don't take a trade in the first 5 minutes unless it's an obvious breakout. All right, in the broader indices, we've got the Dow is down by 162, NAS is down by 23, S&P is down by 10. So slightly negative markets on the broader indices, even though Q is rising currently. So still at that 597 on the call side, stand by. Both our MACDs are in the call bias position. That price rise is slowing down a bit. Our 5 minute MACD is sharply pointed up.
And the 1 minute MACD's up around 0.5 now. So
Here, turn on my camera so you can see a real human being. Let me see here, get my 100,000 line in. Good volume so far. We're up to 2.717 million. Maybe going into a little bit of early consolidation right here.
I'm going to put a pseudo demand zone at the bottom of that first 5 minute candle.
Okay. I will do the same. Okay. Got price kind of falling off the peak here a little bit. Was considering that call trade, but as usual, price has reversed. Dow now down by 224. Nas just down by 9. S&P down by 10. Price rising again. A little pullback didn't go very far. We've got Harry, the trading dog, here with us today.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
did have a cat with me earlier, but I think he went to explore other avenues.
Again, I'm going to keep an eye on that 597 on the call side. Nope, that was not me.
Me either.
So, if you're new here checking us out, first off, thank you for joining us today and this week. What we look for are breakouts and trends. That's what our indicators give us, and that's what we look for and what we trade on. What you see here, the upper left screen chart is just a regular 1 minute chart with a volume subchart. Has a VWAP. Purple line is VWAP. Below that is a 5 minute chart. That's what we do our zones on, and we'll explain zones in a few minutes when we get another zone in. Bottom right is another 1 minute chart, but it's in Heikin-Ashi mode, which helps us to see trends a little bit better. And then, of course, the upper right is just an instance of SPY, which is another ETF that we trade. Got price coming down to VWAP. Okay, we can go ahead and put in a supply zone
How about that?
on the top here. Yeah, turn this red. red. Again, that wasn't me. D8. Here, let's extend that out. There we go. Price VWAP. See if it's going to bounce off of VWAP back up. We're at our peak up here 4 minutes ago. That put us about $1.21 away from $600 on QQQ. We've been flirting with $600 here for a number of days. Price trying to bounce off VWAP here. So price just barely touched the supply zone and is backing back down a little bit. There's a doji. Let's see if that results in a reversal, but it looks like we're going to continue up. Now, if price can move above the supply zone, the red bar here, we will consider a call trade. All right, keep an eye on that 597 on the call side. There it goes. Stand by on this 597 on the call side. And it's backing back down here a little bit.
number of times that doji doesn't affect till two candles later, which maybe we're seeing now.
Mm-hmm. All right, look at that 597 on the call side. Yeah, it wants to break out, just can't quite get there. Come on, let's take off here. All right, I'm going to move to the 598 on the call side. 598 strike call. All right, I'm going to enter this 598 and I'm in at 148.
I'm in at 317. You don't need to do it now, but I did move a true demand zone in up a bit there, just above VWAP.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Get on up there. Come on, get on up there.
It's going to be one of those slow climbs. All right, stand by to take some profit on this.
I'm gonna try to get 10 cents on this.
Yeah, here we go. Let's take profit and out at 161, 148 to 161.
Come on.
So,
There we go. Got 11 cents on 228.
yeah, okay. We got 13 on that.
All right, first good trade of the week there.
Yeah. Let's move up that zone to a proper agreement.
Michael got 19 cents, the turkey. Good job. Good job, Michael. You guys left me in the dust.
I know.
That's right. I'll probably get $3 on the next one.
Yeah. Price still climbing. I'm going to head back over to the 598 on the call side.
Getting up close to, is it Friday's close?
Is it?
That can't be right. I got to check my chart here, man. Something doesn't seem right. That doesn't make sense.
Price reversing here a little bit after a nice little climb. Oh.
Hmm. Mhm. Yeah, my charts are whacked up as to the close on Friday.
Hmm.
Previous close is 598.66. That isn't what my charts are showing. What did you have as Friday's close?
Oh, Friday's close. Well, I have it at 599.40.
Yeah, that's what I have too. But the Schwab page on the Qs says the previous close was 598.66.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah. I'm wondering if that was Thursday's close that they had whacked up. Let's see that. No, it wasn't right. So I don't know where they're getting their numbers from.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, got price rising again. So we got a good first trade in already. We can move up our supply zone a little bit up to here. So activate the price level, bring it up to there. There we go. We're in the pop. Kind of snuck up on us. We didn't have anything coming out on the pop, did we, Keith?
Just one of the Fed members, I think, is speaking at actually, was it three of them at 10? Let me see here. Give me 1 second. At 10 o'clock, one of the Fed members is speaking at 10.
Okay.
Then three of them were speaking at noon.
Yeah, not a lot of effect on the market in that last minute. Little bit higher volume came in, but not that much movement. Popped up a little bit above the supply zone, and we're heading back there now.
Did move that up there.
NASDAQ has gone positive at 21. Dow is down 144. S&P is down by 4. We've got 8,419,000 traded on the underlying. So going back to the 598 on the call side, 598 on the call side. Just going to keep an eye on that strike. Let's see, we should break out beyond the zone here. Stand by on this 598. Come on, break out. Getting a bit of a reversal here. Price just wanting to stay near the price level of the supply zone. Price rising again. Yeah, coming back down. Well, we got generally price is rising, but getting a lot of these little reversals in here. Price coming down through the supply zone. It just is not going to let us have that call trade, at least not yet.
For those of you new, it's not unusual to have a bit of a slower on Monday. Not always, but probably more times than not, it's a little slower on Monday.
Yeah, true.
I had a number of volume candles that had been under 100,000 too. Not a lot, but a little more than usual
Mm-hmm.
by this time of the day.
We're up to 10,194,000 traded on the underlying asset.
I'll be back in a minute, Tim.
Sure. So all we can do is just be patient. We'll wait for our trades to come to us. Price just hanging out in a very tight little range right here.
Guess we can move that supply zone up just a hair.
Mm-hmm. If we're going to make it to 600 today, 599.17, just 85 cents away. All right. Again, going to keep an eye on the 598 on the call side. This should rise above the supply zone and break out from there. We'll have a call trade. But we need to get it across the supply zone first.
Mhm.
Almost broke the supply zone here. Sorry, it's so slow today, folks. But as Keith said, it is a Monday, and Mondays tend to be a little slower.
Mhm.
Come on, break through. All right, I'm going to go over to the 599 on the call side. 599 strike call.
I'm going to stick with the 98.
Are you? Okay. Oh, I just entered. I'm sorry. I didn't intend to do that right there, but I'm in at the 599 at 105. Okay. Holding on a little too tightly.
I think your dog bumped your arm.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try to get a dime out of this. Keeps doing these little crazy Ivans. Going into a little consolidation there. And I'm going to take profit here at 116, 105 to 116.
Well done. I was concerned it was getting up and just having a hard time breaking another new high. So
Yeah,
I said, no, no. And it's getting pretty darn close to 600 too.
it sure is. It's slowly but surely inching its way up to 600. Oh. All right, we are an hour into the session. We got 12,988,554 traded on the underlying. Dow is still down by 88. Nas is up by 43. S&P is up by 190. By two 1.97, or just call it two. In a pretty big reversal as it almost hit 600. And this is what we'd expect to see a number of times. It will try to hit 600 and go over and probably get denied until finally it breaks through.
One day last week it made it to $600.05, but then pulled back.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Price trying to rise again. Comes price up again. Almost. Got up to 599.99. There it goes. Okay, we've got a new supply zone. So I'm going to duplicate this one, bring it up here. There. I'm going to turn this one gray. Okay, now that's the minor zone now. The 5-minute MACD has flattened out completely. 1-minute MACD is really just orbiting the control line. So wait for another breakout. We'll see if we get a breakout above 600. So far, 2 positive trades this morning. Not bad for a Monday. Going for another run at 600. There it is, 600. All right, I'm going to go to the 599 on the call side.
Let me go ahead and try to enter this here.
Okay.
In at $1.99.
And I'm entering buck 55.
What? Oh, golly.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason I entered a put trade. Heck
Oh,
that. So I went ahead and got out of that.
okay.
It's like it's going up, but the price is going down. What's going on? Yeah, I agree.
Dexter. Dexter didn't like that at all.
Yeah, I didn't either. Glad I caught it quick though. Anyway, just lost 4 cents on it, but still.
Yeah.
I don't know why that entered a put. That makes no sense. Huh. So did you get in on that call,
I
Tim?
did. I did, in fact. Filled at 155 and it's sitting at 156 right now.
I'm going to try that again. All right, 329 on the call side.
On the call side, you're sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Probably just try to get a dime off of this one as well.
Yeah, I would agree.
take profit. Didn't get filled on that.
Come on, get on up there.
And I'm going to take profit here. There we go. Out at 169, 155 to 169. So 14 cents on that.
I got in later and haven't gotten close to 10 cents yet. Come on, get on up there. Come on, jump it up there.
Michael says 2 trades in a row where it didn't fill. That will happen when things are moving slowly. It can happen.
Come on, Phil. Come on. There we go. Got 10 cents on that.
Okay. All right. Y'all excuse me just for a minute. Be right back. Okay, I'm back.
We missed you.
Oh, thank you. See, we had a little reversal there. Not much. So, three trades in this morning. Good for a Monday. Three positive trades.
I've had two positive and one mistake that was just a minor loss.
I thought you had three positive.
No, just the first one was 11 cents, the last one was 10 cents, and then I had that 4 cent loss that I entered the wrong trade on. Entered a put instead of a call.
Right. All right, I'm going to move up our supply zone. Price is still climbing all morning. All right, since about 10:15, we've just had nothing but climb in pricing and some minor pullbacks here and there, but it's bouncing back from each one of those on up. We love these days where we just have a pretty much a smooth trend in one direction, very directional day. Our only issue is we don't know when it's going to stop.
So true. So true. But typically it changes direction when I get into something that's going to continue on up.
Of course.
I don't think that's
I'm getting a pretty good pullback right now. Hmm. Into some consolidation right now. A little bit of a messy middle. Messy middle rule says the direction we came into it will be the direction we go out of it, which means that price will 9 times out of 10 will go down. So Dow is just up by half a point now. Nasdaq's up by 66, S&P's up by 11. So pretty good turnaround in the broader indices. We've got 16,232,000 traded on the underlying. A lot of minutes below 100,000 recently. Most minutes below 100,000. So you can see that reflected in the height or lack of height in the candles. Got a mismatch in our MACDs. At the 5 minute, still in the call bias position, but 1 minute has dipped below. So it looks like this morning I'm going to end up with 3 positive trades for plus 40. Okay, we are at the top of the hour, which means we're going to end our morning session. Like I said, 3 positive trades this morning. Real good for a Monday, plus 40. And we're going to go ahead and call it here. Keith, thank you for being here.
Yep. Yep.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
Just a final look at the broader indices. Dow is now just down by 0.58. Nasdaq's up by 66. S&P's up by 11 with 16,467,684 traded on the underlying. And that's going to be it. I'll leave charts up for a while, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, just a reminder, everybody, there are 3 of the Fed members speaking at noon today, so that could move the market then.
Great. Thank you for that reminder, sir.
All right, have a good day, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.